Well, archive.org, just speaking of which, the Wayback Machine is amazing for that. Just pick your company, Zach, and just go look at their website from 1996.
Dude, that
right?
thing's so fun. I love using that thing just to see old layouts and stuff like that, because I get geeky about like how did design change over the time. What do they think this was? How do they feel this was supposed to be? You know? And now we got these like sleek websites with like swooshing graphics and detail with the HTML code, and I'm like, how do they do that now? Because it was all blocks. It's mostly blocks. Like that's the standard HTML stuff I learned in college. You know?
Yeah, it's all full of JavaScript and all this gobbledygook now. It's no fun. Honestly, if we make a website for the boys club, I almost want it to resemble something from like GeoCities.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Maybe with a little modern twist. So just like that type of aesthetic. You know who does it really well? Oh, what's his name? It's Dingus World, I think is the website, but it's the guy that does has like a green iPad case, and he reviews old crappy like iPods and MP3 players. Dingusland.fun is his website.
Okay, because I found another one called shopdingus.com, and I don't know if that is whatsoever what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I don't know if those are the same, but the one I'm thinking of is dingusland.fun. It's just a great example of modern web.
Dude, this is retro, 90s and early 2000s cheese. I love this.
Oh,
can you pull it up? Actually, can you pull this up? This is great.
Pull this up here.
I love this. Like the freaking the Microsoft Word art and stuff like that on here, or the weird the weird sidebar ads that are like somewhat visible.
Yeah, so he has in his show here a little. Does that fit right? Okay, that's a little bit better fit there. Yeah, so that's his snake Frank, which is a constant. I think he shows it at the end of each one of his videos, but he has things from each one of his different channels here. So you have like his Nugget Den, which is like it plays sound like a 56K modem every page you change. So I don't know if that came through for you, Zach, but it might come through for the others. So he has like a car channel. And so you'll see he has like, makes Pokemon cards for each of the cars that he features on there. The thing for his snake, and blah, blah, blah. I just love the design.
My favorite part of this website, just because it is a core memory that comes back from a kid messing with a PC that was my parents, like the computer room. Is the Frank the Game dinosaur, because, and you probably know this, and maybe they still have it, is you could go and change the cursor to be dinosaur themed with loading screen stuff, and this was the loading screen. It wasn't the hourglass; it would be the walking dinosaur if you clicked on like a site and waited for something to load.
Yeah.
I haven't used that in years. But
it's so funny that you bring that up, because I've been out estate sailing, right?
As you do,
and the great thing about estate sales is you come across things that you forgot existed. Like it wasn't that long ago, but it's from a time that no longer exists. And one of those things, and I'm still kicking myself for not buying it, although I wouldn't even be able to use it now. It was a officially licensed LucasArts Star Wars Windows theme pack. On disc in like a big box, like you would buy a big box game, but the only thing that it came was a disc that if you put it in, it would install a new theme for your Windows. So again, if your startup sound would be like a lightsaber, and your icons would change, your colors would change, but it's just from the same line of what you're talking about, that dinosaur pack of like where it changes your cursor and all that. That doesn't, I'm like, you can go and change all of these things manually, but there's nobody selling officially licensed Windows theme packs anymore. Like, man, what a time to where you could truly customize every little nook and cranny of your PC. And it was made to be that way. It was encouraged, right?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Fun how that stuff works. That's a great little discovery. I recommend. I definitely feel like that. I'll be exploring more of that. I actually clicked while we were doing this. I clicked on one of the icons, and it has the old floppy disk grind noise if you click on like as a load, which I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's just fun. I love stuff like that. Like just a little extra effort put into stuff into websites and whatnot. It's just neat. That makes me want to explore more. So really cool. Like that. And by the way, if you want, and I always bring this up too when we talk old websites, if you ever want one that still exists that's like the OG one that isn't a purposely designed to look old, but is actually the original format. Remember, Space Jam's website still is up from the original run back in the 90s. So they have never taken that down. You can visit that to this day if you want and see all the old stuff. Which good
for them. There were so many people worried when that new movie was coming out that they were going to remove that. And then good on them for not disturbing it. Because that was like, it's one of these little untouched little treasures in the world. And especially because it gained notoriety, you never know what they're going to do, but it's still there. I love it.